Welcome back to my channel, Teaching Learning English. In this channel, we mainly talk about English language, business communication, IELTS practice, and other academic skills that are very useful for the students and professionals. Today, in this video, I'm going to talk about how the students can actually manage the time for the practice. It is very important to manage the time and to utilize it in practicing English if you really want to develop and enhance your English language skills. Why don't you check for the two aspects of English language? They are grammar and vocabularies, and they are the very important aspect of language. So please spend time in English grammars and structures, similarly in the English vocabularies. And there are four skills, as we often talk: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. It is always very important to spend half an hour or 1 hour in practicing English if you are in school levels or college or let's say university level. If you continuously engage in such type of activities, listening English, speaking sometimes, and sometimes writing something and reading something, that will enhance your English in a long term. So today is not sufficient to be a literate at your language only. Okay, it is not sufficient to know the basic or fundamental things of the education. You should also have the knowledge and skills of at least one international language. English can be the best choice for you because it has been widely used all over the world, and you can, after learning English, you can have access to the various types of materials. So that is also important. So today in this video, I am talking about how you can actually engage in learning English every day. Every day is required. If you spend at least 1 hour every day out of your 24 hours, so obviously it will give you a beautiful fruit or test of using English tomorrow or let's say in coming future. In my case, if I share my experience of learning English, is the time and scenario was very horrible. Nobody used to speak at my place, so I had very limited the exposure from my school teacher, but I had a desire at that time. There was not that much popular the YouTube and other videos, so we didn't have that much access with the native speakers. But now, if you have desire and if you really want to practice English, there are the options. So you can improve a lot within 3 months or 6 months in case of your English use. Many people, they have been spending a lot of time, or let's say many years in learning English, but they feel that they have not got that much knowledge and that much confidence of using English because it does not come in their everyday routine type of practice. Why don't you find out someone who really prefers to speak English with you if you are using English at the place where there are not that much native speakers? So try to find out the person who really wants to learn English and really want to communicate in English. And why don't you try to find out some newspapers and magazines that are written in English language, and sometimes some fictions and some books, so that you can practice yourself. You can enhance with the materials and standard of English language. So maybe the beautiful time you can practice English if you really want to know about myself. I really spend a little bit of time before I go to the bed, and I also try my best to practice. Sometimes I do not speak outwardly, but I speak with myself, that is making a plan in English early in the mornings, and late in the evening before I go to the bed, I actually make a kind of evaluation. I sometimes write something like a diary writing, but it is not it has not come into the everyday incidents or let's say actions. But at least I try my best to train my brain to practice to work as usual with the English language. It's how it works with my first language or my native language, mother tongue. That is very important. Everybody has to maintain all these things if they really want to enhance their English language, and if they really want to learn it subconsciously. Before ending today's this sessions, let me tell you that what is the more important thing or let's say most important things. If you ask me that while practicing English, why don't you practice it in more subconscious way? You can practice it consciously also, but try to put your English use and English practice in a more subconscious way, so that it may happen automatically in your life, in your conversations, and in your thinking pattern also. You can say that my society, my community, the people do not speak English that much, so how can I use it automatically, as you have mentioned? You may ask me such type of question, but it is okay if the people who do not speak English with you in your community, but you can train your mind to operate, to function as the how the mind of native English speakers actually automatically functions in particular situations. So why don't you think in English? Why don't you make plan in English and spend some time with the material, sometimes with the friends, and if you really want to communicate with me also, I'm ready. You can write some questions in the comment box, and sometimes we can have live video also. If you really want to do that one also, we can have two-way communication also. So there are many ways if you really want to do it. So I really want to request all of you to spend, who are watching right now, to me, to spend at least 1 hour. If you can, then half an hour. Just start to think in English language. Just switch the things from your native language. It may be Chinese, Indian, Hindi, Russian, Japanese, Korean, whatever. Switch from that your mother tongue to English, at least for 1 hour, and try to, let's say struggle, we can say that, try to exercise in English. Just make plans, just think in English, just write down something, read something, and at that time also you can, if somebody really wants to communicate with you, you can give him a ring and you can make some sort of video or audio chat so that you can actually use it. Try to make it as it is yours. So these are some of the ways how you can really learn English without putting extra effort, without making that huge and that vast and very complex plan. Make it very simple and allocate at least 1 hour from your 24 hours per day, and just spend your time with English language. Do something in English. So that way you can enhance your English language. Thank you very much, and I hope this video has been really help you to motivate yourself, to encourage yourself. And it is not only to motivate or to encourage, but it is a very beautiful tip. And many experts of English language and the teachers of English as a non-native speakers often suggest, because the environment plays a very vital role. We don't have environment of learning English fluently, and we always have a kind of hesitation, confusion of fear inside, so that we cannot be automatic. I really encourage you to start that way.